Hey folks, got a 2022 Ford Explorer here, XLT. We are changing rear brake pads and rotors. All right, I'm going to attach a link into the comments over here where you have to put the brakes into maintenance mode. Okay, do it that way. It's very simple to do. That way you don't have to disconnect the emergency park and brake motor like some hacks do. All right, very simple. All you have to do is just use the start button, the park and brake switch, and accelerator pedal. Really, really fairly simple. Okay, now this is what we're going to use. We're going to use Duralast rotors, 75069DL, and I'm using the gold pads, which is DG2232. All right, the other side we did already. I'm going to show you how we're going to do this side. All right, so we're going to start off over here. It's two 10 millimeter bolts, one here, one on top. Okay, once you take that off, you know what, let me get my glove. Well, I get dirty, right? All right, 10 millimeter bolt. Sometimes you need to hold this nut in here with a 17 millimeter. Sometimes, depending on the brand wrench that you have, sometimes this is too thick. If it's too thick, people, needle nose, vice grips fits perfectly in there. Sometimes when you spin that 10 millimeter, that's nut inside, that slide is going to spin. All right, so you take the 10 millimeter bolt off, put it off to the side, take the other one off up here. Then this caliper, just wiggle it out. Be careful with the motor wire. Has a little Christmas tree clip held onto the knuckle here. You can remove it if you want more space. Otherwise, you don't really need it. Just give it a nice little wiggle. You have to take the bottom out because the top hits the motor. So just swing it out a little bit, the bottom. There you go. I'm going to flip it upside down. And I'm going to stick it up on top. Out of the way. All right, do you see that? Did I put that in? Yeah, put that right over there like that. All right, so what's next is the 18 millimeter bolts back here. If they have never been removed before, they are very hard to get out. I got them semi this way with a breaker bar. That's how tight they are because they got the red Loctite on it from the factory. Unless somebody else put it on there, I don't know. You never know. But to shorten this video, I didn't want you to see me struggling with the bolt, but you can see they don't spin too easy. All right, so once these come off, this bracket is going to come out. There's one. Ugh. This one's going to be a little tough here. There's two. All right, once that comes out, the bracket comes out, and I'll show you what we do with the clips and the brake pads. All right, you see I left the brake pads on there? You could remove them before you take the bracket off, but either way, they come out. And of course, the rotor will pop right out with no problem since it's already loose. Just remove it, get it out of the way. All right, sound good? What we do, well, not much rust on here. It's only got 60,000 miles on this thing. All right, so clean this up with a wire brush a little bit. Then we can put our rotor on. Then we'll continue with the rest. All right, just wire brush it, and I'll put the rotor on it. All right, so wire brush the surface. We're gonna put the rotor on. I'm gonna throw a lug nut in there to hold the rotor in place. Just like that. All right, so now we're gonna go work on the bracket with the clips. All right, so here we go with the bracket, the clips. All right, let's take the brake pads off. Okay, just slide them out. Come on. Actually, you can slide them inside too. Come on. God, some of these don't want to come out. Look at that. Look at this brake shoe pad. This one's almost gone. It's down to the metal. Anyway, get the good brake pads. They come with clips. All right. They all have a specific direction, left and right. Okay, so let's pop these out. Yeah, screwdriver. You know, they're pretty good. Yeah, buy the brake pads with the replacement clips. Cheap pads don't come with nothing. These have to be changed. All right, after that's off to the side, let's get our little wire brush. Clean the surface of where the clips are going to go. Give it a nice brushing. Like I said, I got 60,000 miles on it, so there's not a lot of rust on here. We're just going to clean this all up like this. We're also going to check to make sure that the sliding pins are going in and out with no problem. Top and bottoms. Give a little spin, give a little twirl. All right, now we'll spray a little brake cleaner on it. Spray the whole assembly. 90-degree weather today. Add the humidity, you're over the hundreds. So it's going to dry real quick. There you go. All right, so I need these clips. When they go in, the spring part of it is going to go on the outside. Okay, so it's going to go this way. Push it all the way in. Make sure it's flush. Spring on the outside. Voila. It's nice when everything is nice and clean, rust-free. They pop right in. When the car gets a little older, yeah, have fun with that. But that's what happens. All right, so this is pretty much good to go. All right, if you have a little problem with these things over here, right, you could just pop them out, clean them out, put a little slide grease in there, and you'll be fine. Otherwise, these are fine. Leave them alone. You know the old saying, leave well enough alone. Don't want to open up a can of worms. All right, now we're going to put these back on. Since the rotor's already on, let's continue. All right, time to put the bracket back on. Nice and easy. Line up the bolts. If these were hard to come out sometimes, going back in is not the same. It's usually a little bit easier going back in. All right, just want to get it threaded in a little bit. All right, I want to continue tightening this. I'm not going to drag you guys out watching me do that. That's silly. All right, the bracket is done. Torqued it. Started to put one pad on. Forgot that the camera was not on. So let's go and put the next set of pads on. Put them on. There you go. Now the only thing left is the caliper. So we got to push the caliper in. Right? Remember, you put it in maintenance mode like I told you to? I'm sure you did. If you did put it in maintenance mode, then it's going to be very simple to depress this caliper. Okay, I'm going to show you right here. I got a caliper tool. Just make sure you guys are in sight here. Yes, you are. If you put it in maintenance mode, this thing will go in just like an old school front brake piston. Goes in with ease. Take it nice and easy for you guys. See that? No need to fuss with the electrical motor back there and unbolt it, because most people will do that. You know what? When you unbolt it, nobody changes the O-ring that's in there. Otherwise, you're gonna get water in there if you ever go through a puddle. All right, so depress that all the way in. I'm gonna take a little brake cleaner and spray it. That'll dry in a couple of seconds in this weather, that's for sure. Gonna use some Slide Glide. Some people have those other ones that come in a can. All different colors, red, yellow, you name it. This is nice and clear. It's good enough. I put it on the contact surfaces. You notice I put it on the ears on the caliper. I don't put it all over the brake pads, because what happens, there are parts of the brake pads that never come in contact with anything. And what that does is that just attracts dirt. That's all that does. Attracts a bunch of dirt that you don't need. This way the contact spots are just in those areas. All right, so double check my slide pins, make sure they're good. What I do with my bolts. I'll find my bolts and put the caliper on. Seem to be missing one. All right. Yes, she is. All right. Bolts are in hand. Take this. Make sure nothing is twisted. You didn't accidentally pull the wire off. Put a EPB. Okay. Brake hose is not twisted. Should go in like butter. There's one screw in there. Put this one in here. All right. Let's go tighten it up, people. Might need that 17mm wrench. Yes, I do. I said, let's see if it fits. I took it off. I used my needle nose. Yeah, see how tight it is? That's why I use my needle nose. So it's good when you just want to loosen it up, just up to that, tighten it up just to that spot. Otherwise, you know what? You have an old a wrench. You can always grind them, or they do sell the thinner wrenches now, designed for this specifically. I guess I'm going to say specifically for this, because what else do you need a thin combination wrench for? You know. Okay. Top. Like I said, the vice grip needle nose, perfect fit in there, just in time between the washer and the caliper. And there you go. All right, we snugged it in there, and we're good to go, guys. There you go. The brakes are done. And what we'll do now is going to reset the emergency parking brake. All right, like I said, I'll attach that part of it to the comments, and you can go on there. All right, but it's fairly simple. Basically, you're just going to use the ignition button, accelerator pedal, and the on and off switch for the parking brake. All right, thanks for watching, folks. Ciao.